This next story is one that has everybody talking. It has also sparked criticism of the North Miami Police Department. A therapist is now recovering after being shot by police while he was trying to help a patient.
This will not be tolerated.
Those are harsh words coming from the city manager in North Miami. Officials there are vowing to get to the bottom of this case. This is a cell phone video. You're seeing therapist Charles Kinsey with his hands in the air. He is telling police, "I am not armed. I am simply a therapist trying to help my autistic patient with a toy truck, which is not a gun." The police union, though, says this shooting was just a mistake and that the officer was aiming for the patient beside Kinsey. Kinsey's attorney says that's no excuse.
When you have a gentleman who's laying on his back with his hands up in the air, there's no justification to shoot whatsoever. And I don't understand why he shot. And to be quite frank with you, I don't see any justification for the shooting.
Well, criminal defense attorney Janet Johnson joins me now to talk about this. Join us for some insight. Good morning, Janet. I appreciate you being with us. Obviously, a lot of issues to deal with, but that video tells the story up until the point of the shooting, which is not on video. Will that help or hurt the police's argument here that they were not in fact trying to shoot Mr. Kinsey? They were trying to shoot the autistic man that they believed to be a threat.
I don't think anything's going to help the police's argument. You know, they did go out on a call that there was an armed man threatening suicide. So they had a heightened sense that there was something, there was a gun and there was something going on. But, you know, the video is very good for the plaintiff, or, you know, if you're trying to get charges, it's good for that side. I think that they didn't know that there'd be video. There's already another officer that's been put on leave for giving a conflicting story. Even if it was a mistake and they shot the therapist instead of the patient, the mistake was twofold, because they shouldn't have been shooting the patient because he was just lying in the street with a toy truck. This is either incompetence or something even more sinister.
Well, and Janet, you make a good point, because you heard Mr. Kinsey in that video saying he is not armed. I am not armed. He is autistic. That is a toy truck. Everything laid out for police. Nevertheless, a shot was fired into the leg of Mr. Kinsey, and his lawyer does say they are in talks for a settlement. But does that mean that there won't be any criminal or civil charges in this case?
It doesn't. There are two independent things. In Florida, where I practice and where I live, the FDLE, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, is brought in when there's an officer-related shooting that needs to be investigated, because you don't want the same police body where he works investigating it. So they're looking into it, and they've already found that there are conflicts in the stories between the officers. So there could be charges, and those charges would be very serious.
Janet Johnson, we always appreciate you having with us. Thank you so much.